Maybe I am a morning person. Austin, wow, no you're not. Hello friends, and welcome back to another episode of Fix Me, Fix You. I'm your host, MagicManMo. Full disclosure, this is a sponsored video. Information about that, as well as a link to where you can find this game, are in the description down below, as always. And we just left off, for some reason we're meeting, well, we just met Henry, Natalie's uncle, who owns this massive vineyard that sells 500,000 bottles. I don't remember what she said. I hope she didn't say 500,000 barrels. That would be insanity. But 500,000 is something of wine every year, so he's very rich. And we're gonna do a wine tasting, I guess. I don't know how this helps Jacqueline. I guess this must be the arc where if you can get with Natalie, this is your chance, basically. We'll choose ourselves. I think I'll go with the Chardonnay. Seems to be your uncle's specialty.
I believe it is. I do like his Chardonnay quite a bit, so it's a solid choice.
Oh, this is really good.
I'll tell my uncle later. So how is it you know something about wine?
Yeah, he said he watches TV, but I did not think Austin would know anything about wine. I really did. I guess I owe everybody $20, because last episode I said I bet $20 he didn't know anything about wine. Probably to impress girls. Probably. It's Austin. He knows because he likes to impress girls. I mean, he could have just found it interesting. That could be like the one thing in his life he should actually be doing, is working in wine. Because I don't know. I want to say because that seems like it'd be more Austin's character, to impress girls. I wanted to impress some girls at college, so I went to a few wine tasting events and learned a thing or two about wine so I could hold a conversation during the tasting.
And I figured it was something along the lines. So, on that subject, do you have someone special in your life?
Oh, Natalie, are you coming on to me, dearie? I had a girlfriend for the past year, but she broke up with me recently. Actually, she broke up with me the same afternoon that you approached me.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Why did she want to break up with you?
I've been smoking too much pot. More or less. She was getting annoyed because she felt like I had no direction and that our life wasn't moving forward. And it wasn't, by the way.
Oh. So she thought you were a loser.
Yeah, that's about the in and out of it. I never said loser, but I do see where you might have gotten that idea from.
You're not a loser, Austin. You're just someone that doesn't have their priorities set straight.
Natalie, you're being awfully kind to me. We don't know each other very well. You really think that?
Yes. After all, you did know a thing or two about these wines. Goes to show you're not a complete arse.
Arse. Not a complete arse. Thanks, I appreciate that.
You're welcome. So, are you still hurting from being dumped?
Austin seemed vaguely upset at first, but I think he's pretty over it already, which I'm surprised. He was dating, what was her name? I've completely forgotten what her name was. Brain. Nope, I don't remember, but they'd been dating for a year. Yeah, of course, but coming out here to California and being far away from her really helps a lot. Keeps her out of my mind, until you started bringing her up.
I'm glad to hear that this trip has been meaningful for you, in more ways than one.
What do you mean by that? I mean, thanks.
But don't start taking it easy either. You're here for work, and I really need you to help Jacqueline get back on her feet. You understand?
I do understand. I also understand that you're gonna pay me up $12,000. Yes, ma'am. So, how about you? Do you have a boyfriend or something?
Unfortunately, this nomadic lifestyle I'm currently engaged in is not terribly conducive towards having a healthy romantic relationship.
So that's a no. Really? You think traveling so much you get to meet a lot of guys?
Oh, I meet a lot of men. No question about that.
Yeah, just probably a bunch of celebrity men and PR people. So what's the problem?
Oh, you can be so naive at times, Austin. The problem is a lot of the blokes I meet are either more interested in meeting Jacqueline or are all eager to hear that I'll only be in the city just for a few nights.
And you're not into that?
Not at all. I'd like to get married and have a meaningful relationship with someone, not a series of one-night stands.
I don't know about you, but to me a series of one-night stands sounds awesome. Oh, Austin, you have so much to learn.
When you reach my age, you might not feel that way anymore. Or maybe you really are just an animal. I honestly can't tell with you.
Baby, we're just mammals. I could recite some lyrics. I'm not going to. How old are you, Natalie? Are you like milfing me right now? What's happening? Admit it, you're attracted to me. Aren't we all animals? Hey, that's unfair. How do I play this? I feel like if we're trying to go with the Jacqueline arc, which I don't know if we've screwed it up or not, since we didn't actually attempt to kiss Jacqueline, we're probably screwing ourselves over in the foot by like going for nobody. Right? Oh, I'm offline. I appear to be offline. Why is that? That's bizarre. I don't even know if you guys could see that. Yeah, I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but I just got a notification that I'm offline. I must have lost my internet. Don't know. But anyway, if we do this and she says yes and we don't pursue her, things are going to be just super awkward. So I think we're down to these two answers, because I think we're going to go for Jacqueline. I think we're going for Jacqueline a little bit. I'll do this one because I want to see where this line goes. Aren't we all animals?
In the sense that we all belong to the animal kingdom, then yes, of course. But the point is, you have the personality of a wild and insatiable animal.
That's right, wild and insatiable. That's actually probably pretty accurate. Austin's got... I'll be your Tarzan any day. Austin, oh my god, I was trying to avoid hitting on Natalie.
No, thank you.
Shot down.
Anyway, how do you like the wine?
Yeah, it's really good.
Have you drunk a lot yet?
Probably not. I've just had the Chardonnay, right? Haven't had the chance to yet. Been too busy talking to you, blabbering away, blathermouth.
Good. Then please stop drinking.
Why?
I've already put away a few glasses, and I don't think I can drive us home. You'll have to drive.
When have you been throwing down glasses? Natalie, you drunk, silly woman. Oh man, I wanted to taste more of your uncle's wines.
Then taste away, just spit the wine into the spittoon when you're done so you don't get drunk.
That's disgusting. Spittoon? Do wine tastings actually... Well, I'm sure they do keep spittoons. I drink my wine when I go to a tasting. I don't spittoon nothing.
It's what professional wine tasters do to make sure they don't get too drunk. Didn't you do that when you went wine tasting in college?
Well, the professionals are usually tasting a lot of wines and like doing judging and stuff like that. But most of us normal people, we have to pay like $10 to taste 4 wines. So when you drink it, you drink it. Nah, I will swallow the wine. Figured it would be rude to spit it out.
Fair enough. Well, we really should get going anyway. It's a 2-hour drive home, and I'd like to talk to Jacqueline before she turns in.
Alright, let's get going. Don't make a move on me while we're driving.
Thanks for coming with me to my uncle's vineyard. It was nice, wasn't it?
It was. Hopefully we become the best of friends and you start inviting me on those cruises, because that would be amazing. Yeah, thanks for bringing me.
Anyway, I need to go up and talk to Jacqueline. Good night, Austin.
Good night, Natalie. I'm starved. Let's go see what we have in the pantry. Maybe we have some Pop-Tarts. That would be hilarious to me.
Did you have a nice time out with Natalie?
Ooh, hey Eric. Are you gonna hit on me next? Oh no, we just went to her uncle's vineyard. It's not...
Don't look so worried, Austin. Natalie and I don't have that type of relationship at all.
What are you implying, Eric? What are you implying? I know, I just...
Are you hungry?
Why, yes, I'm super hungry. We didn't eat anything at all at the vineyard, and we didn't stop for food on the way home. I suppose you and Jacqueline have already had dinner.
Yes, we have. There is some fried chicken and salad in the fridge if you fancy.
Oh, I do fancy fried chicken. I do indeed. I know what I'll be having then. Then off to bed, I'm super tired. Gonna have some fried chicken and salad and go to bed. It's the moon! The moon! That I felt like that day went a lot quicker. Then again, we spent all day at the vineyard. Oh man. Where is this story taking us, man? Have I screwed it up with Jacqueline yet? Or are we okay? Are we still doing okay? The next day. I don't even know what day this is, like 4 or 5 or something like that. We're probably gonna take a week to do this, I bet you. I bet you it's like a week-long thing. Man, sleeping and waking up early feels great. Austin's like having this entire lifestyle change. I feel like I have the whole day ahead of me and I can do anything. Maybe I am a morning person. Austin, wow, no you're not. Well, then again, he's had these few days away from like weed and partying, so maybe he is getting a bit of a lifestyle change.
Good morning, Austin. You're up awfully early.
That's right. Yeah, I went to bed really early last night.
Yes, I noticed. The house was dreadfully quiet. Goes to show you've added quite a dynamic to the house.
Well, yeah, I suppose I have. Really?
Yes, it was a lot quieter before you got here. It's good. You add some volume to the place.
You just told us it was quiet, and that I added dynamic, and then told me it used to be quieter. What? Have you had breakfast yet?
Yes, just finished. Bacon and eggs. Not the healthiest thing in the world, but extremely satisfying. I made extra, so please do.
What do you mean not healthy? Eggs are great for you, high in protein. Bacon's just delicious, but eggs are good for you. Don't mind if I do.
Well, you enjoy that. I've got some emails I need to attend to. When you're done, go straight through to Dr. Lindstad's office for your session.
Is he waiting for me?
No, he isn't. He just got up very early as well. He's already had breakfast. He's just working on a few things, and he told me for you to go up after you've had your breakfast, so you can take your time.
Thanks, Natalie. All right, we'll do our session with
Have a seat,
Dr.
Austin.
Lindstad, Eric. Thanks.
I'd like to take a different starting point today, if that's okay.
Yes, we probably should. Well, you are the doctor, aren't you?
So again, where do you study?
Silver Creek Falls College.
And which state is that in?
It's in North Carolina.
Ah, yes. Both you and Jacqueline are from around there, right?
Yup. We went to the same high school, Eric. What are you doing?
Weren't you interested in perhaps studying outside of the state?
Well, that'd be expensive. Not really. North Carolina is home for me, and we have pretty good schools, so I didn't feel the need to leave. My advice is that don't leave the state for school, unless you have to, because most universities and colleges and stuff anymore, I mean, you can get the same education in your home state as you could if you left. I mean, unless you have like a fantastic opportunity with a very particular school. You know what I mean? Like if you've got some crazy $100,000 scholarship to Harvard or whatever the heck. Don't get me wrong, you can do that, but for most of us normies, just stay in state. You'll save like so much money. If you go out of state, you pay like double, or if not double, you pay a lot more just for leaving state. And then of course you have to pay for housing and board, and you're in an unfamiliar place. I mean, some people love that, don't get me wrong, but it's expensive.
Did you know where Jacqueline applied for college?
She had some ideas, but she already got her contract before the college application process started for us.
Did she mention wanting to move to a bigger city?
Yeah, she had mentioned maybe trying to move to Charlotte or Durham to see if her career could take a step forward.
So, what did you major in?
I'm an education major.
And what made you choose education?
I wanted to make the world a better place. I figured that the best place to start was with educating the next generation.
That's a very valid point, so clearly you are quite passionate about this, aren't you?
I don't know about passionate, and it's a word that's thrown around so much these days, but I do know that of all the jobs, that's the one that probably would suit me best. Austin has no idea what he's doing with his life.
Okay, so it's not like you're stuck in something you hate. We can say at least that, correct?
Correct. Well, at least he doesn't hate it.
Then what, aside from the addictions that we have established, do you feel is stopping you from finishing your degree?
I don't know, man. I guess maybe it's a lack of focus. I just keep putting things off. I have real problems with procrastination. Don't we all, Austin? Don't we all? Oh, that's truer words have never been spoken.
Do you find that many mornings you have a hard time getting up and just want to stay in bed the whole day?
Oh my god, yes. Yes, nearly every morning I feel this, and sometimes I even sleep into the early afternoon.
Even when you have class or work to go to?
Yeah, I miss a lot of classes because of this. I suspect it's the same reason why it's been hard holding down a job, too. See, that's where we differ, Austin. I can sleep in all day. I love not getting up, but if I have class or work, I get up. It's not a problem. I don't miss class from sleeping. Unless, like, I've been up way too late the night before, but I think that's a little more understandable. You know.
Yes, I think so as well. Do you find you have been eating more than unusual as of late and have been shirking away from regular exercise?
I have, but that's not that uncommon. I know a lot of guys that gained weight in college. We call it the freshman 15. I didn't gain any weight when I became a freshman. From 2009 to 2015, I was like the same weight, and then I slowly gained like 4 pounds between like 15 and now. That's it.
That is true. It has been found out that most people do gain some weight when they go to university. You've just come out of a relationship, right? I think you mentioned it the other day.
Yeah, my girlfriend broke up with me and fired me. Yeah.
Ouch. Double
Yeah.
whammy.
That is a
How
double
did that
whammy.
make you feel?
Initially, I was quite disappointed, then angry at her for firing me, but by the time I went to bed that day, I was quite relieved.
Relieved? Why so?
Well, you know, because Natalie showed up on my front door and said, "Hey, come live with Jacqueline for a bit," and that seemed like a better option. I hated that job, but she was the one that got it for me, so I kind of felt like I had to keep the job just to keep our relationship going.
Weren't you sad about the breakup?
I suppose I was, but then Natalie offered me the opportunity to come here, and it made me quite happy. In many ways, being out here is the happiest I've been in ages. I felt like my life has been going through a downward spiral for a while, and I just couldn't muster what it takes to pull myself out.
But with this change of scenery, you feel better.
Yeah, I feel a lot better. I know it's not like we're discovering sunken treasure or anything, but this all feels like a big adventure to me.
It is in its own way. So would you say that on average you felt pretty low energy prior to coming here?
For sure, man. I used to just spend days just smoking weed, eating junk food, and binge watching TV series.
Interesting. I believe you too were suffering from depression.
Probably. I think so too, man. I've thought so for a long time, but just haven't had the money to go to a shrink to confirm it.
You don't need to go to a psychiatrist to confirm that. Most good universities have counselors you can talk to at the student union. You really should have gone there to talk about your problems.
If you have problems, if you're in college, if you're in a university that has student counselors and stuff, utilize that. If you feel like you might have a problem or you want to talk to somebody, utilize that. It's free. Like kind of like what Natalie said earlier, like these type of counseling meetings or whatever when you're not in school can cost you quite a pretty penny. Utilize that stuff. I mean, I don't, because I don't have problems. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Why? What's wrong with a school counselor?
Dude, I don't want people to think that I've gone nuts either.
Again, that whole stigma with mental health problems.
It's not me, man. It's people at college. I don't think they understand.
I know, Austin. Relax.
But I'm cured, right? This trip has cured me, right? Mental health doesn't work like that.
It's not as simple as that, Austin. Yes, a lot of people feel that their everyday life is bringing them nowhere. So they splurge on a big fancy holiday somewhere and suddenly feel better. But when they go back to their ordinary lives, they soon find that they don't feel better again.
So what's the cure?
I think that we should veer away from the word cure for now. Like I said before, it's not like I have a magic potion that will make it all better all of a sudden. No, one has to look towards the root of the problem to see what are the causes of the major depression and find a way to realign one's life so that it follows a more positive path.
I don't understand.
Well, we're going to have to talk about this more in our next session, as our time is up.
You always do this. You always stop the session just as we begin getting somewhere.
Believe me, Austin, if we sat and talked for 2 hours instead of 1, you would still feel like this. A 1-hour time period is perfect for getting good progress.
I suppose he's probably right about that, no matter how long you sat there and talked.
Hey, Austin, how did your session with Eric go?
Not too bad, Jacqueline, and I hate that I have to stop right there. But I did an extra long episode this time so we could get through the entire session, because I don't want to stop in the middle of the session because I don't know when I'll do another one. You guys will have to let me know in the comments below if you want me to keep going with this, because for now I'm going to take a little break from it. I'm going to save my game. I'm going to save in a second slot just in case I need to go back to the first one for any reason at all. I had some recording issues with some stuff a while ago, but I think everything's running fine on this. You know what? I had an issue with StarCraft. I've started playing StarCraft again and was having problems recording it. And this game doesn't really like being recorded either. I had to do something slightly different. It's really weird, and I don't know if it's a computer thing or not. So I've been trying to save everything in different slots in case something goes horribly wrong. Anyway, that's just me blathering on about things not recording right for some reason. It's very unusual, but that's okay. But like I said, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to take a break. Let me know if you guys want me to continue the series. Let me know what you think about the series. Let me know what you think about the story, about Austin, about anything at all. Please let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, of course, there's likes, dislikes, upvotes, sharing with your friends, all that good stuff. You know how all that works. But whatever you guys do, I just want to thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode of MagicManMo. Bye!